Hello guys, today our group will present it about the impact of coronavirus for the uh, sport activity. So we start from Jasmine.
Indonesia is fighting seriously against the outbreak of new coronavirus called COVID-19. Doctors and medical personnel have worked hard to cure corona patients day and night. As reported, a number of medical personnel also became victims of the coronavirus malignancy. On Sunday, March 22nd, at least 3 doctors died from coronavirus virus or COVID-19 after treating patients who were positively infected by the virus. President Joko Widodo mourned and expressed his condolence to the family and relatives of doctors, nurses, and other medical personnel who died from COVID-19. In appreciation of the hard work of the medical staff, the central government decided to provide monthly incentives for them. This monthly incentive is only given to doctors, nurses, and other medical personnel in areas that have established COVID-19 emergency response status.
Next, uh, after Jasmine, Arya will present it again uh, um about the impact of coronavirus to sport activities with his argue.
Significance of the research. COVID-19 is currently very important in changing people's lifestyle about policies made to destroy COVID-19 or because of fear of contracting and others. In this study, we are improving its scope only in field of sports. Body immunity is the body's most important shield against COVID-19. Therefore, it takes strong immunity so that body can really fight COVID-19 besides using physical distance and maintaining clean lines. Scope of the research. This study is limited to analyze effects for sport sector. The research also concerned about how people reaction to dealing the COVID-19 pandemic, what they do, how with their activities, their lifestyle changes, and what their reason till them change their lifestyle for their sport activity. Clarification of the key term. A. COVID-19. COVID-19 is virus that recently spread and make restless around the world. The virus is now to start spreading in Wuhan, China. COVID-19 can infect humans easily and can also quickly cause death if the immune system in the person's body is not strong to fight with it. The spread of this virus is very fast. This virus is a large family of viruses that cause mild to moderate upper respiratory system infection, such as flu. Many people are infected with this virus at least once in their life. B. Immune system. The protection of the body from a disease caused by an infectious agent such as a bacterium or virus. Immunity may be natural or acquired. Our immune system is essential for our survival. Without our immune system, our body will be open to attack from bacteria, virus, parasites, and more. It is our immune system that keeps us healthy as we drift through a sea of pathogens. This vast network of cells and tissue is constantly on the lookout for invaders, and once an enemy is spotted, a complex attack is mounted. The immune system is spread throughout the body and involves many types of cells, organs, proteins, and tissues. Crucially, it can distinguish our tissue from foreign tissue cells from non-self. Death and faulty cells are also recognized and dealt away by the immune system.
Next, I will give a argue about the impact of coronavirus to sport, uh, not to it, or on sport activities. Okay, next point C, sports. Sports or sports with S. It all forms or usually competitive physical activity which through casual or organized participation aim to use, maintain or improve physical ability and skills while, while providing entertainment to participants. And in some cases, spectators, part, part, part seems to improve several things. When a person says that they are doing sport, it tends to imply that they have done they have done an intense physical activity. Next, impact of physical activity and sport on the immune system. Okay, physical activity has many health benefits. One of which to boost the immune system and it spike against respiratory viral infections. Research show that physical activity has an acute and chronically beneficial effect on our immune response and potentially reduce risk and severity of respiratory viral infection. With the current situation in Hong Kong, it is important to enhance our immune system and reduce the risk of infection through a lifestyle with regular, moderate physical activity. The immune system is very responsive to exercise, with the extent and duration reflecting the degree of physiological stress imposed by the workload. Exercise affects the host response to infection in a clinically meaningful way. In general, exercise is now viewed and viewed as an important immune system adjuvant, adjuvant to stimulate the ongoing exchange exchange of leukocyte between the circulation and tissues. Physical activity in combination with infection is usually associated with certain medical risks, partly for the person who infected and partly for the other athletes who may be infected. The risk of infection is greatest in team sport, but also in other sports where athletes have close physical contact before, during, and after training and competition. Okay, I think enough. Thank you. Next, the last Asrul Yuda will present it uh, and give some argue about the impact of coronavirus to sport activities.
Talk about how COVID-19 is affecting the sport activity. The first thing, we know that this pandemic is spread out so fast and becoming an outbreak in our world. And this pandemic make the main activity of human, which is socialization, become prohibited and limited. Why? Because if we still do the normal socialization, of course this pandemic can spread out faster than before. And to prevent this pandemic spread out more and take more life, the government around the world make a many policy to prevent spread out an outbreak spread out of this pandemic. For an example, many governments do lockdown and social distancing, and also in Indonesia we call it new normal. And because of that policy, many public facility is temporarily closed. For an example, train station, bus station, and airport is temporarily closed. But now I will talk about the close of the sport facility that make a normal sport activity could not do by many people. And for example, the sport facility is like a gym, stadium, pool, dance and fitness studio, physiotherapy center, park and playground that is temporarily closed in Indonesia and in the whole world, and make many individual cannot do their normal sport activity because not all individual have their own sport facility in their home, and because of this thing they can achieve what they want from their sport, their exercise, to their health. And many people stop doing exercise because of this COVID, and because they're afraid if they do the exercise in outside, they will infected by this pandemic. But we also know we need to be unhealthy for our immunity can prevent the COVID-19 to infect us. And this is why we need to still exercising at home. And this is why what I want to talk. The COVID is not the reason to stop exercise. Therefore, this COVID is a new reason to do the exercise. Why? Because, like I said before, our immunity is the most important thing to stop this pandemic spread. And to make our body is immune, we need to keep healthy, and to keep healthy, we need to keep do an exercise at home. And many things and many exercise we can do at home. As example, yoga, workout, and because of this era is globalization, we can do exercise at home as easy as we do on the gym. Why? Because by using internet access, we can hear the music for yoga maybe, or we can see the instructor for doing fitness, or maybe we can do a dance to keep ourselves healthy. And this is what we need to do in home, not just stay in home and maybe sleep or playing game that which is not good for our health and maybe can make our immunity is weak. And the physical fitness game, for example, can be appealing to people all age and be used in a small space, from kid until an old can do an exercise in home, and there is no reason to not do exercise at home. And many fitness studios are offering their video for ourselves do at home, and this is so easy for us to helping us do the exercise at home. And that's why I said there is no reason to not do exercise at home. Please still exercise at home because our health is depend on how or exercise at home. Thank you.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you very much. If we made some mistake, please forgive us. Okay. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.